guys, it's Sarah, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on my December daily. Today I'm going to do the cover page, and I'm going to be using the December Cheeky Studio kit, which is called Christmas Beauty. And I'm just going to make my cover page. It's going to be a 6x8. It's going to go super, super quick. And I am just going to use my products here. So I have my entire kit here out on my desk. One thing I'm going to bring in that is not from the kit is this image right here, which is actually from the Ali Edwards kit from last year. It's a 6x8 piece of paper, but I really like the tree, so I'm going to actually cut it out, and I'm going to use it on top of this transparency, which has triangles. So I'll turn it this way so they look like little trees. And I'm going to cut this down to a 6x8 and have this be my page, and I'm going to put this on top, and then I'll decorate around it a little bit, and it'll be an element that you can actually see through into the album as well, which I really, really like for my cover pages. I try to do that when I can. So since this is in here, I'm going to use this for sure. And then everything else will be from the Cheeky Studio kit. So I'm going to see what I can do here. And yeah. So I'm not sure where this is going to take me. I don't really have any plans. The only thing I knew was that I wanted to use this and I wanted to use this, and that's it. So everything else is going to be a mystery, and we're going to figure it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Okay, so I know that I want to use this transparency as my background. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to a 6x8 because that is the size of the album that I'm doing this year. So I'm going to cut this down to a 6x8, and that will be my background basically. And I really like that you're going to be able to see through it. And then I grabbed this Christmas tree from my December daily kit, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to cut all around the edges of it so that it's just a cutout of a tree and it's not going to have all the extra white space around it. And then I'm going to have to do around the star, which gets a little bit tricky. But I'm trying to keep it as true to the shape as I can. So I am going to go ahead and just kind of cut out the little notches around the star. And it ends up looking good. I like the way that it turns out, but it was just a little bit awkward having, you know, kind of the bulky white blocks next to the stars. So I like the way that looks much better. And I'm going to end up putting that right in the center there, and that's going to kind of be my foundation. Now I'm going to go through my other supplies just to see what it is I want to use on here. And I don't want to cover it up too much just because it is, you know, a transparency. So I want to be able to see through it as well. Now I saw this branding strip on this Wild Whisper paper from the kit, and it says Fa La La all over it. So I'm going to use a little strip of that. And then I'm going to cut out this really large present on this cut apart sheet here. I'm going to fussy cut that out, and then I will end up fussy cutting out some smaller presents from that pattern paper there as well, which match the large one. I'm going to kind of create a Christmas tree with presents underneath. So that's going to be what the overall image is going to look like when I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my tree down. I'm trying to make sure it's centered. That's why I was counting how many triangles are going across so I can kind of have it in the center as much as possible. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut out this really large present here. And then after that, I will work on some of the smaller presents, but I'm going to cut a lot of that out just because it's really monotonous. Just I'm cutting out presents from that pattern paper that's sitting there. So I'm just going to do a couple in each kind of size and design and stuff. So I'll show you the first couple, and then I will skip ahead a little bit. But these are pretty small and detailed, so it does take me a little bit of time to try to, you know, get through some of those. So there's kind of the final one here that I'm doing, but it took me some time to kind of finesse my scissors in there. I do like the end result, so it was worth it. But I'm going to go ahead and stick all the presents down here, so it's just going to be like a Christmas tree with a ton of presents underneath it. And I do really like the way that it turns out. And then along the bottom, I'm going to put the Fa La La, which is really super cute. And it's kind of a good base and kind of a groundment there down there. And then I'm going to take this yarn that is in the kit as well, the Cheeky kit, and I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow around the star. So it's going to be like right underneath the star. And I have to finesse it a little bit. My bows are not very good. I'm not good at tying bows. I don't know what it is, but it always ends up like sitting wrong and just sitting weird, and I don't know. So I tried to make it like look super cute with the loops and everything, but the loops kept, going flat on me. I'm like, finally, I was like, whatever. It's okay. Like, see how it keeps turning over on itself? I just couldn't get it to work, and I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and take a little piece of tape and stick it on the backs just to make sure that that twine does not move. And that's going to be it, guys. That is going to complete it. So nice and simple. It's pretty cute, and it's going to be the opening to my December daily album. So I have some close-ups coming up here for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you haven't checked out Cheeky Studio yet, please do so. I will have links down in the description, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.